morning, everybody. I know. It's November 11th, Wednesday morning, Veterans Day. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Lauren's here tracking our roads and rails, but first, jumping forward, LaRosa is here with today's weather headlines. We're still hanging into that. Right? This is it, though.
This is it. I'm calling it right now.
I'm calling it.
But it's another morning. It is mild, it's muggy, and foggy in places. This is the view from the Flora Park camera looking into Nassau County, which is not much of a view right now because of some of that fog. Not as widespread as yesterday, and it looks to be settling into some of the river valleys. You can sort of pick that out.
You see all sorts of things on the New York City subway system.
However, this may be a first. It was a sick swan riding the A train to get some much-needed help. Doing well, which is great, right?
Oh, how sweet. She looked really weak and like she didn't feel well.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And because the lead poison probably makes you feel it. But I mean, only in New York do we take the A train.
Take the swan on these. Because it's the fastest way.
Right, it's the fastest way.
The most direct way.
Right?
Aww. New Yorkers getting it done.
That's it.
Get it done.
Done. Oh. Well, guys.
Hey, good morning. I'm going to hello, Lauren. If you're headed out right now, things are moving along nicely for the most part. We'll take a live look outside at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, where you do have construction out there at the outbound GWB. So you can see the delays getting into that. And basically, these delays were stuck behind an accident westbound by Jerome Avenue, which just cleared. So you could see that traffic eased out rather quickly, and now it's stuck behind the construction. Alternate side of the street parking rules, they are suspended today, but meter rules still apply. Darlene, back to you. Lauren.
Connecticut on the Merritt Parkway northbound, you have some road work from exits 40 to 44. A little bit of traffic heading northbound in the middle of that construction zone. And then over on the BQE westbound after exit 31, Kent Avenue. You have 1 to 2 lanes getting by. Here you go. Now it's working, that camera. You can see just the one here. Again, not causing a terrible delay.
There you go.
Because it's important if you're doing one-stop shopping to get
Twizzlers.
That's right. Exactly. And laundry detergent.
Laundry detergent. And a dresser.
Exactly. Beyonce, meanwhile, wants to help you get fit.
So she's teaming up with Peloton from indoor cycling in Peloton's global communities. Is that the virtual workout things?
Lauren has the Peloton, so I don't know about the Peloton.
Do you do a workout with Beyonce?
You can't. Well, Beyonce is not on the bike. The instructors are. But yeah, no, they have different artists sometimes. They've been like Britney Spears, they've been popular, Prince, and then they do all these themed workouts on the bikes. And
but they're not reading the words.
No, unless they're doing something different this time. Historically, no, that's not the way it goes. But they're a lot of fun.
Okay, sounds good to me. What's going on, Maria?
I was going to say, if anyone can motivate me to get moving, it would be Beyonce.
It would be her.
Right.
All right, let's get moving on this Wednesday. It is mild and muggy and some little clouds.
There is a lot of construction
Out there at this hour, and the construction that's going to stay out there at all hours through 2021 is on the sawmill. So you'll see it both northbound and southbound in the area between exits 26 and 32. So you can already see it starting to slow down because you have just one lane open in both directions. And then just a reminder, no subway service until 5 a.m. Also, the 9th and 23rd Street stations for path commuters closed for cleaning until 5 as well. Darlene and Michael, back to you.
Okay, Lauren, thanks so much. Coming up.
a lot of construction
out there at this hour, and the construction that's going to stay out there at all hours through 2021 is on the sawmill. So you'll see it both northbound and southbound in the area between exits 26 and 32. So you can already see it starting to slow down because you have just one lane open in both directions. And then just a reminder, no subway service until 5 a.m. Also, the 9th and 23rd Street stations for path commuters closed for cleaning until 5 as well. Darlene and Michael, back to you.
Okay, Lauren, thanks so much. Coming up.
Get on the subways, just a reminder, subway service will be restored in 20 minutes. They are still cleaning them, and if you're getting on the major commuter rail lines, the ones that are operating at this hour, they're on or close to schedule so far. Later on, we'll see possible slip and slide delays for the Harlem and Hudson line for Metro North commuters. Let's take a live look outside. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everyone. There are a couple of spots that you could see slowdowns. 6 a.m. That's between exits 9 and 13, so you can see a little bit of a slowdown on 84. And then over on the Sawmill, we'll be seeing this till next year. But northbound, you have a lane closed from the Taconic up to Bedford Road, southbound Manville Road to the Taconic Parkway. So we saw pretty heavy delays yesterday. You might want to pick an alternate route later on as the commute starts to pick up. Heading over to the Belt Parkway, you have this disabled vehicle eastbound by Coney Island Avenue causing some minor delays. And then I'll get to the subways actually. We just added the A train. So delays in both directions on the 2, Uptown A trains and Coney Island bound N trains. Also, alternate side of the street parking rules are suspended. Darlene, back to you.
So the first time I tried to make a turkey, a whole turkey, the oven was way too small for the size of the turkey that I had purchased. So it looked pretty on the top and it was like raw underneath. Oh. So then we tried to flip it, and it fell apart, and you know how these things go. I hope I'm not alone in a story like that.
No, I'm sure you're not. I've never made one, so that's pretty lame. At least you tried.
Listen,
and you're good at it now.
Well, eventually. It only took a million years.
Maria, the deductible is 3 yams, by the way.
That's right. That's right. We've had some pretty epic side dish fails, by the way. We have many stories in our family lore with that. But this morning, it's all about
Steinbrenner with a Mark Cuban, with the Mavericks and that sort of thing. So he is the owner of the Mavericks, right? Right,
yeah,
Mitch?
no,
I believe so. Yeah. All right. Mitch is our producer. He's our sports guy upstairs. What's happening, Maria?
Not too much. You have some showers now to talk about. We want to give a shout out to Catherine Craig, our honorary meteorologist this morning, who sent a note, said, you know what, it's a little rainy in Brooklyn right now, and sure enough, just a few spots on the radar. I certainly missed them, so thank you for the observation. But you can see already, and it is so humid.
Happening out there, Maria. Good morning, everyone. We're going to head up to 84, where eastbound you have a crash that blocks 2 lanes approaching exit 9, Route 25. So expect delays through here. Head to Route 6 if possible. Then
5:57 right now. Still to come, we're going to tell you which major airline is returning to Kennedy Airport following a 5-year absence.
And then we're following that break.
There are extensive delays on Coney Island bound N trains, and just got word that the R trains rerouted. So southbound R trains, they're running along the F line from 36th Street in Queens to Lexington Avenue, and then they'll switch over to the Q line from Lexington Avenue over to 57th Street, 7th Avenue. I don't know how I memorized that so quickly. If you're getting on the major commuter rail lines, they're all on or close to schedule so far, with possible slip and slide delays for Metro North. Michael, back over to you.
Lauren, thanks very much. Apples and
to give the Biden administration any office space, set up emails, do those sorts of things. President-elect Biden, we just heard him say that he's not getting the daily intelligence briefing, which is sort of standard operating procedure in this situation. And you heard Secretary Pompeo, so my question is, how long can this go on where it becomes detrimental? And what if they refuse to let the Biden administration in until January 20th?
Well, good morning to you, Darlene. And it is reaching the point
train. Aww. If you're getting on the subway, there is no subway service right now. So we'll see that resume at 5 a.m. They're still being cleaned, and major commuter rail lines, of course, we'll see possible slip and slide delays for Metro North. Some path stations being cleaned right now, but everything is running on our closest schedule at the moment. We'll take a look outside at the Cross Bronx Expressway, where you'll see delays out there on the west.
And also this week, alternate side of the street parking rules, they are in effect. So make sure you move your car.
Money report. Details on TikTok.
Take the buses or the Essential Connector car service. Heading over to your major commuter rail lines, Metro North has the Harlem line back on or close to schedule, so everything's operating again. You could see some possible delays on the Newark to World Trade Center line for path commuters. There is a scheduled lift of the Hackensack River drawbridge for marine traffic around 5:30. We'll take a live look outside at the roads. Here's the Cross Bronx Expressway out by 3rd Ave this hour, but there is an accident investigation out there right now that shuts down Queens Boulevard out by Northern Boulevard. I'm sorry, it's Queens Plaza out by Northern Boulevard. So make sure that you avoid that area for now. Then heading over to the Long Island Expressway eastbound, approaching exit 42, which is the Northern State Parkway exit. You can see there's a crash out here. It is not causing delays though, but use caution if you were headed that way. Michael, back to you.
Okay, Lauren, thank you very much. The city is on high alert after another weekend of violence as local leaders demand answers. NYPD is preparing to have officers flood the
You are getting on the trains today. Subway service has been restored, and your major commuter rail lines are looking good. All service on the Harlem line has been restored for Metro North commuters. You still have buses, though, on a weekend schedule for the Waterbury branch. Path commuters, there are possible delays on the Newark to World Trade Center line because of a scheduled lift at the Hackensack River drawbridge at 5:30, so I'll keep you posted about that. And we'll take a live look outside at the Grand Central Parkway.
Tuesday, August 25th, I believe it is. Yeah, we're going to get Lauren her school lunchbox. We're excited about that. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Lauren Scala is tracking roads and rail. Storm Team 4's LaRosa is here with the weather headlines. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Good morning. It's a hot one again today, guys. It's back up near 9. What's going on, Lauren?
There's a couple of things happening out there already. Good morning, Maria. Good morning, everyone. If you were headed out on Long Island on the Northern State Parkway, there is an accident westbound after round. Then you have construction on the Northern State Parkway westbound approaching Willis Avenue. At the moment, it is not causing much of a delay, but it likely will. So, of course, I'll continue to keep you posted. Darlene, back over to you.
Okay, Lauren, thanks so much. 402 right now. A terrifying scene last night on the Upper East Side. A car plowing into a busy out.
Okay, 410 right now. We do want to check on Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa reporting from home this morning. So, Maria, 77 degrees already at 4:11 in the morning.
I know. Degrees, no matter how you shake it. It's another warm one ahead. In fact, we'll be right back up near 90 degrees. A few changes, though, from yesterday, including a better chance for showers and storms. Out there right now, though, things are quiet. We have Staten Island Expressway. The view from Staten Island looking good. We have temperatures, as you mentioned, into the 70s, 72 in White Plains. Looking good. We have temperatures, as you mentioned, into the 70s, 72.
If you're trying to get on the subways right now, just a reminder, no subway service until 5 a.m. They are being cleaned, so enjoy your last few days of free overnight bus service in the meantime. Then heading over to the major commuter rail lines, everything is operating on or close to schedule on its current schedule. And we'll take a live look outside at delays on the Cross Bronx Expressway. This is
that trend into next week. That is your weather. Let's check traffic now. Lauren, what are you watching?
A couple of things happening out there already. Maria, good morning. Heading over to Long Island, Sunrise Highway completely shut down westbound from Bayview Avenue to Albany Avenue with a crash there. Then heading over to the Northern State eastbound construction, you could see out there with one lane blocked. This is between Lakeville Road and Willis Avenue. You have some on the westbound side too getting into Willis Avenue, but that's not causing any issues just yet. Actually, look, 2 lanes blocked, 1 lane gets by. Getting into a crash by Jerome Avenue. You can see very slow going. And then heading over to the Lincoln Tunnel a little while ago, this was pretty jammed up. Looks like everything cleared out and is once again moving along nicely. So the Lincoln Tunnel, Holland Tunnel inbound is closed right now. So go to the Lincoln Tunnel because the GWB is going to start seeing delays from that Cross Bronx accident.
And alternate side of the street parking rules are in effect. Darlene, back to you.
Morning, Maria. Good morning, everyone. There's definitely some issues out there on the roads already. An accident that shuts down Sunrise Highway westbound, so definitely a spot to avoid there. That's closed from Bayview Avenue over to Albany Avenue, then heading over to the Cross Bronx Expressway. Here's a live look at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, where delays just eased out, which is good news. There was a crash by Jerome Avenue, so looks like that may have cleared, but there is still some construction out there in that area, so I will keep you posted about that. Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thank you very much. We're going to stay on the roads, the streets to be exact. This was a terrifying.
Good morning. Good morning. There is traffic out there on the Staten Island Expressway right now. Eastbound, you can see things starting to slow down. There's road work out there approaching Highland Boulevard, so leave yourself some extra time. Over on Long Island, Sunrise Highway westbound still on the... Yes, there is. Obviously, the rain has caused plenty of issues, as well as the winds this morning. I'm going to start in New Jersey, where on 287 northbound, you have two accidents. One of them out at exit 36. You can see delays out there. Two lanes are blocked here, and then once you get past that, way up by exit 57, also on the northbound side, you have a jackknife tractor trailer and fuel spill by exit 57. So two lanes blocked here. Also very slow going. You have some southbound rubbernecking delays in the area as well. Heading over to Route 4 westbound at Teaneck Road, you have a tree down, takes out the right lane. So use caution if you're headed that way. It's not causing a delay. And then over on 95 southbound after the closure, this is approaching 7B East Tremont Avenue, and the delays here are much heavier. Heading over to the BQE, here's that typical flooding we see on the avenue, and the delays here are much heavier. Heading over to the BQE, here's that typical flooding we see on the eastbound side. In the right lane, you'll see cars splashing through here. This is approaching Cadman Plaza. It's kind of messy, so definitely avoid the right lane there. And then at the GWB, you still have some delays, but they are starting to ease out. Darlene, back to you.
Lauren, thank you.
And Maria, and see what's happening on the not-so-stylish Wednesday morning, Maria.
Well, it's time to bust out that nice raincoat, caps, and those new rain boots. We have improving conditions, though, so that's some good news, especially if you have to be out early. Some of the heaviest rain now coming through Bridgeport, right along 95 here, just about ready to exit Fairfield County, but this line also pushing through parts of Nassau and Suffolk County right now. Some quick bursts of rain and wind, too, but very quickly improving after that. In fact, after a messy morning, it's going to be mid-morning lunchtime where the skies are brightening, 67 degrees by noontime, 68 by 5 p.m. A nice one ahead of us, but a mess now, Lauren.
Oh, yeah. Out there on the roads. We'll start with the rails, though, where subway service by the Grand Central Parkway, but eastbound out by Woodhaven Boulevard, there is a crash, definitely slowing things down through there, so keep that in mind as you head out. Darlene and Michael, back to you.
Lauren, thanks so much. Coming up at 5 o'clock, ramping up coronavirus testing in Connecticut, the important location.
That's right. There are definitely plenty of trouble spots out there already. We'll head over to New Jersey. We're on 287 northbound out by Skyline Drive, exit 57. You have a jackknife tractor trailer and fuel spill out here. So all lanes are subject to closure. You can see pretty heavy delays for 5 a.m. and then heading over to the Bruckner southbound before exit